and welcome to the Crafter Story. It's Celeste here. So at the end of November, I posted a video, about these strips of collage paper, and I'll put the link in the description below. So if you want to go and check that out, they come out like this, and they basically just some of my scraps that I've taken and put down onto double-sided tape, and then cut off the excess that stuck out the sides, and then came up with these really beautiful, very different pieces of collage tape, scrappy tape as I've decided to call them. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, and that's a big if, people, this memory. I think I didn't show you this example, so I thought perhaps we could make one of these together, and I will show you not only how to use the scrappy tape and some washi tape, which we've made together in one of the previous videos. Excuse me. So I'll put that link in the bottom as well. But we'll make one of these folders. All right, so I'm going to put this little guy aside and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of printer paper. Now, it doesn't have to be coffee stained. I only decided to use this piece. I'm so sorry. I only decided to use this piece because I put too much coffee on here, and when it dried, some of these edges are becoming brittle and breaking on me, and I don't want to lose the paper, so I'm just going to use it for this project. First thing you're going to do is fold it in half. Now, the doors are slightly different sizes, widths, and the reason for that is when you put... Oh, I lost my page. Come back, page. Where's my page? Ah, drat. Okay, you know what? I'll show you on this one. If you folded the paper just so that the two edges touch, it's going to be too wide, and then when you place it in your journal, it's going to go and sit right tight up into the fold and right up in against the edge. And then when you turn your page over time and you start stuffing your pages, it's going to start restricting the turn. So you want to make this width just a little bit narrower than the width of your page, and so that when you go to put it into your journal, you can scoot it right up to the edge of the page. I hope I'm making sense. You've got some space here so that when you're turning, there's no restriction. I hope I made sense. If I didn't, please let me know, and I'll shoot a quick video through just maybe doing it as an example. Okay, so that is not the page I'm going to stick that one down into, but I don't want to waste time flipping through the journal trying to find the page. Okay, so we're not going to do that because it makes this too wide. We are going to come, and I'll put my score line on the edge of a line on my measuring mat. And I'm going to go over, I'm going to go past the fold by 1/4 inch. You guys, I think it's 1/2 centimeter, roughly. And we'll go down, and then let's do the same for the other side. So I guess, what did I say, that they're not the same size, these folds, I suppose, but the way we're folding it, maybe it is the same size. Okay, we're going to go over by about 1/4 inch, 1/2 centimeter. There we go. All right. So now when you close your little folder, you'll see there's an overlap, and that's fine. I think I might have overlapped this one a tiny bit too much, but it's no big deal. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do, and this is actually an option. You can come in here and just draw lines if you prefer. I don't like the look of the fold in the middle, so I'd prefer to come in and close it up. So I'm going to get some of that glue down and get the lined paper down. Now my lined paper is not aged. You could age it if you like. You can put down a plain piece of paper. You could put down some paper with a design on it, maybe a floral design. What you put on the inside is 100% your decision. And so I'm just to get, because I don't want to stick my head over here for you guys to see my big old noggin. I'm just going to lift the one side to see if I can get roughly get this straightish with an emphasis on the ish. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, so we're down. And now I'm just going to fold back on this line, fold it back to expose what sticks out. There we go. Oh, this side's not really much sticking out. I will cut that off. Be gone. Be gone. And cut that side off. We don't want that excess. And then the ends over here, cut that off. And if you're not 100% straight, you can always come back later and fix it, you know. I think crafting should be fun. And if you try to be too perfect, it's not fun. Perfection's work. I don't want crafting to be work. No. So because I didn't age the paper beforehand, I can come in and do a little aging of my own. I can do this. So I will probably come back a little later when the page is when the folder is a bit more completed and do a little extra aging. So okay, now we're going to open this back up. And if there's any bits that stick up, we'll fix that later. Oh, and there is. I can see one. I saw you. I saw you. You thought you could get away from me. I don't think so. Oh, and this one. He had a twin. Nope. Nope. No. No pixies upsies. Not allowed. We better check all these other corners. Yeah, that one's... Okay, there we go. That should be fun. Now we're going to do the same. Now, where's my example? Did I lose it? No, here it is. Now on this one, I decided I'm not going to put paper down. I'm just going to draw lines. And I think I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to set this aside and not use these. I think the contrast here is nice. And this has got... Oh, wait. No, I used this because it's corners. No, I can't. I can't do that. Nah. Oh, well. I just remembered what I said earlier. I chose this paper because there's brittle ends and I have to now reinforce it. So I told you the memory, the memory is gone. I don't know. Somebody said if you drink cacao, raw cacao every morning, and I do in my smoothie in the mornings, that it's supposed to help with memory. Well, I might be a lost cause, people. And I suppose it would be smart to line up the lines. I switched around because I think the edge on this side is a little straighter. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's not long enough, wide enough. I think it would be better to get... Let's see, to get it on the edge this way. Ah, am I going skew? I am so skew, it's just not even funny. I am struggling. Okay, that's fine. This is my fault. I think I cut this piece too small and skew, but it's okay. Now let's do this other side. I'm going to probably stand for this one as well, just to see if I can get other side's a little, seems a bit better, not as skew. Yeah, I'm struggling. Don't struggle, struggle. Okay, there. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So cut off our excess, and on that side. So I hope everybody had a really nice holiday season. We did. I ate too much. We bought these little glass, I guess they're like just little glasses from our local big box store, and it had tiramisu in it. It was awesome. And I'm walking square circles around my scale because I don't want to get on it, because I know there is some lingering tiramisu sitting on my hip somewhere. It was worth it. It was worth every gorgeous morsel. So I am not upset about it. It was just, it was a really nice dessert. I really enjoyed it. So we're probably going to buy it again for Christmas. Okay. All right. So here is my homemade scrappy tape. I'm going to put this as close to the edge as I possibly can. Okay, there you go. All right, so that is nice. This paper is really reinforced now and it looks beautiful. So I am happy so far with how this is turning out. Stick that over there. And there. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. It's really taking shape, people. Yay. All right, scrappy tape on the other side. All right. This is so, when you watch the video, I hope you watch the video of me making the scrappy tape, you'll see how relaxing it was and how easy it was to make. I just take a bunch of my leftovers sometimes and I just sit in front of the TV and I just put down the paper randomly, and by the time I'm ready to go to bed later in the evening and I have a look at what I've done, it's always like a little surprise. So, all right, there you go. And then up and down, there's a little bit of writing there, so I guess this is the orientation we're going to go for. All right, so now our next move is, I really should just have brought, I've got this big old crocodile, but I think I haven't got my pokey tool anywhere near me, so I'm just going to use the crocodile today, because I want to get the holes in to put in those little eyelets. So I'm not going to really worry too much about being in the center. Oh, you know what I do need to think of is that that's probably where I'm going to need this one, so I'm going to make a mark for myself. And here, I can't do it in the back because I can't see where the fold is, and I definitely, if I did it here and here and I then turned it over, I could possibly have put my little dot there for the hole, and then it's covered by this page, so you don't want to do that. So close your page, close your little doors, make where you want to make the marks for where you want to put the holes for the little brads that I'm going to be using just now. Where did that little hole go? There is that one. So sorry I had to bring out the big guns with the crocodile, guys, but it's the quickest and it gets through the fabric quite nicely. Okay, perfect. So I decided that I'm going to use these slightly bigger little brads, and they just have that sort of vintage antique feel to them. I love that. I'm going to put those aside just for a second because I want to finish off the outside before we put them on. Now I will bring out this homemade washi that I made. just yesterday, and I just used shoe polish. It's a stamp with white ink and my gold Uniball marker to make the little gold dashes. And I am just going to put one down here. Okay, how much do we need? We don't want all of that. I think probably if I cut, yeah, let's just cut there. Yep, and let's see if this comes off without giving me a hard time. When I did the video for this, I was pulling my homemade washi off from a batch that I had made some time back, and the papers got stuck. So it was the weirdest thing. But anyway, this one is a little fresher, so maybe it's not giving me as much of a hard time as far as pulling off from the freezer paper. And okay, let's get rid of this excess and that excess. Let's do the other side. Oh wow, that looks so nice. Okay, other side. This like that. That should be enough. Let's pull this one off. Ah, perfect. Almost jinxed myself by saying perfect too early. That happens so often. Now, if the sticky on here, and I probably should have done it on that side, doesn't feel as sticky, you don't feel like there's enough, you don't feel secure with the amount of glue that's on the paper tape, you can always add a little glue. And I think that should do it. I wonder if this will come off so I can put glue. No, I'm overthinking it. Don't do it. Let's get rid of that excess. Okay. So now the front, with the exception of the little brads, is done. So let's put those little brads in. Oh my gosh, this piece just won't leave me. Go and sit over there, you. Goodness gracious. Okay, get this and place it down. Let's get the other one in. Oh, I love this so much. It's looking so, so good, you guys. Let's get this one in. And because we now have that, and it ain't cool, man. I don't like it. I don't like that it is so exposed. And so I've just taken two little round pieces of, little round buttony pieces that I used my let's see, is this, how big is this? My 1 inch round, what do you call those things? Like a die cut. Oh gosh, Celeste. But I made little circles with a cutter. I'll call it a cutter because I can't think. Oh, I used the wrong glue. Hold on, I'm coming back. Oh. I don't know what I did with my open glue. That is the weirdest thing. It's okay. No problem. We're just going to cover these up and make sure that we can't see the back of the brad. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't like having it so exposed. And so I'm going to really just give this a bit of a squish. And give that a bit of a squish. I'm so sorry. Now, okay, I'm going to try something, and I don't have a clue if this is going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. I have a piece of a scarf, and I laid it down, and I put some white glue on it, just Elmer's white glue, because I want to strengthen it, because I wanted to see if I could possibly use it here, and because I thought if it doesn't work, I do have some string, I don't know. I think I'm being a little over ambitious. I don't want to give up too quickly, but well, I think I might be winning. Let's see. Maybe I'm winning. Okay, I think I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning. Whoo-wee. Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Maybe I'll give it one more knot just for a little bit of security. A little bit of security under here. Okay. Now I've lifted the braid a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I think I can just scoot that under. I think it's okay. I can come back with my glue and a bit of a pointy tool and just get that in there to neaten it up just now. And then this side, I'm going to have to do the same. And with a bit of luck, it treats us nicely. And we can have this nice ribbon underneath. If it didn't work, I was just going to use that string, which is what I used on the other one, and it was way easier to put on than this. But, you know, if you face a little bit of a challenge every so often, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's part of crafting, is to think outside the box a little bit. Okay, am I okay? Let's see if I'm okay. Oh, I'm sticking something down. Oh no. Oh, drat. Drat, drat, drat. Okay, it's okay. I'm not gonna stress. It's a little line. Okay, there you go. It worked. It worked. And now we'll be able to close it with this ribbon. Ta-da! We did it, you guys. It looks awesome. I really love it. I'm glad that the ribbon worked out. I was hoping that it would and I wouldn't have to use a string. Again, I do think once everything is kind of dried and a little more settled, I'll come in with my pointy tool or toothpick and put in a little glue in the ear just to give it a little security. But you know me, last thing always is to age, because we want everything to have some definition. And so, because I went a little over here, or my writing paper was a little too narrow, I'm just going to see if I can blend in the join a little bit with the writing paper so it's not so obvious that there's a bit of a mark there. Let's do the other side because we have the same problem there. Get this in here. Oh, looking good. And always, you guys, once you've done something, if you find that there's a bit of paper that's lifting, you can always come back and, you know, I don't spend too much time checking on those things while I'm filming and talking with you guys, because I feel like those are little things you can do when you come back to inspect your work and just make sure it is exactly how you want it to be. You can add some aging. I can now come and cover that if I want, or go, eh. And you know what? I'm probably going to go, eh, and just leave it there. It's fine. I might put a sticker. I don't know. I'm not really going to stress too much about it now. But I know that I'll do something. And a sticker probably makes the most sense to put that in. All right. Oh, and just this last little bit here. And then I think we are going to call it a day as far as this project goes, because it is done. Now, once I've closed it, tied it up nicely, it's going to fit beautifully in my journal. And it's just the right width so that I won't have a problem closing the page later on. Yay! We did it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.